We can't really hit it. Dustin, I feel like there's a lot to talk to you about tonight, but I just got to say, I think we got to start with the shoes that we're wearing right here. I mean, we went from Fightville to fashion icon right here, man. I mean, tell me about that.
Robert Graham, man. They've been having all the colorful shirts. People always like, Dustin wearing all these bright shirts and stuff. It's a partnership I have with this clothing brand that came together organically. I was wearing their shirts to press conferences and post-fight stuff, and they reached out to me and said, hey, we see you rocking our stuff. Let's do something together. And I'm just proud and happy to be part of the company now.
That's awesome, man. Look, I think we're going to have you back here.
And I don't even dress like this for press conferences.
No, this is top
my
notch.
wife made. Oh, this is top notch. My wife made me.
Listen, I think we're going to have you back here.
I'm uncomfortable.
Just being honest. See, that's putting Buffer to shame right there.
Yeah, don't let Buff see this.
Listen, I think we'll be seeing you in the Hall of Fame at some point down the road. But for now, I want to ask you, what does it feel like to be here, to be honored for this, right? For giving back to the community and for the UFC to be partnering with you as well, man. What does this feel like for you?
It's incredible. I just want to continue to grow the platform that we've established, me and my wife and the Good Fight Foundation. And it's not just us, it's the community. It's everybody donating, sharing information, you know. The goal with the foundation was always to make as many people smile as possible, and I think we're doing that. It takes a lot of work and a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff that people don't see, but we're doing it the right way, you know. Just thankful, like you said, and to be here with the greats, bumping shoulders with George St-Pierre, Royce Gracie. Dude, it's such an honor. I've been before I was fighting, I'm such a fan of the sport. So it's kind of, I've never done anything like this, so I'm excited.
That's awesome. This community project, it seems like it's become almost important to you as your fighting career itself. I mean, has that become your life's mission?
Fighting's cool, and it provides for me and my family. But everything I can stack on my back and go into these fights with and benefit other people, why not? I'm just thankful that I recognize that I have a platform and an avenue to do that. You know, I live in gratitude, you know. The older I get, the more I feel that, like, I'm just thankful for the decisions I've made in fighting, in business. And, dude, it's just, I'm just blown away at how fast the foundation has grown. Because we were doing, you know, charitable stuff before I had a foundation. We didn't put the foundation together until the Justin Gaethje camp. But we were doing things in the community before that, just out of my own name, auctioning off my gear, doing things. And we decided, let's turn it into something and grow it. And it's, you know, surpassed what I thought was going to happen.
That's awesome. Selfishly, you know, we still want to watch you fight as well, man. It sounds like Dana came out today, said it sounds like we're going to get to see that December 11th.
Yeah.
Tell me how you're feeling, man. I mean, obviously, we knew you were building to this, but what does it feel like?
I mean, to be the world champion is the reason I ever put on a pair of gloves. Not to make money or make a name. Everything else is great, but those are just byproducts of trying to be the best. And I have another chance here. You know, I came up short against Khabib. I have another chance here to put a gold undisputed belt in my home and add that to my legacy, and that's what I'm solely focused on is being the world champion.
You fought the absolute best in the world. Does Charles Oliveira rank among those best in the world?
Charles Oliveira had a tough road like me. He's put in his work. He's cut his teeth. He's bled and clawed his way to being the world champion, and he is the undisputed world champion. No doubt about it. I see a lot of hate and a lot of shade being thrown online. That's never going to stop for anybody, but the guy's earned it. And, you know, it's inspiring to see guys like that, like even like a guy like Bisping, Charles Oliveira. You know, if I can do it, I put myself in the same category. Guys who've been knocked down and climbed back up, you know, never say die. Respect. You know, I don't know the guy personally, but I respect his journey to be world champion.
That's awesome. Last thing I'll ask, I see a lot of people that call you the uncrowned champ, right? They say you're right. Do you welcome that moniker, or do you have such respect for you, Charles, that you say, no, don't call me that until I win? What do you think?
I'm not. I mean, it's cool, it's fun, but I'm not. Charles is a world champion. I'm trying to be that, and I have an opportunity. I have 25 minutes to make that happen, so it's up to me.
We've had these two massive fights. I'm curious, I saw you at the Jake Paul fight, you basically couldn't walk through the arena.
Man, I was telling people that it was definitely a packed out arena. They did a good job of promoting it. It looked like it was sold out, but they got to get some better security and some better. UFC would never let this type of stuff happen in the front rows. You do whatever you want. Yeah, no, it was the Wild West in there. They got to tighten up a little bit with that stuff.
How's your day-to-day life changed?
Just
in terms of like recognition, in terms of people coming up to you all the time after the
I've been fighting for over a decade in the UFC, and before that I was in WC, so I've been fighting on TV for a long time. So every now and then people recognize me, but since the fight in January with Conor, it's been like a big change, you know. Yeah, I mean, I appreciate people excited to take pictures and see me, but like I said, it's not a thing that I started doing this for.
What do you make of the Justin Chandler fight?
Man, it's going to be a fun fight. I think You know, it might be talk. I don't know. Chandler's mindset talking about caution to the wind and who steps back first, and the tough guy stuff is kind of, you know, Justin's a guy who's gonna. You don't have a choice. You know, he's bringing it. But I think Justin wins that fight.
Last thing for me, you mentioned like how sometimes Oliveira is getting a bit of hate and saying, what do you make of Justin's attitude towards him, saying, oh, he's a quitter, he's not what do you make of Justin's attitude?
You know, I've seen Charles in a lot of fights. He's been in a lot of fights at a high level. So I've seen him kind of fold in fights before. But I've also seen him rise to the occasion and show up in adversity. If he was a quitter, he had a chance to quit when Chandler hurt him. But he came back and put him away. I mean, if that shows anything, just go. Like they say, your last fight is the most important. The next fight is the most important. The guy showed a championship mentality, a championship effort. Got hurt, pulled it together, finished the guy. I mean, there was no quit that night.
He said he is very much the game plan for Charles Oliveira. Are you in that same mindset? Like, I see Charles as a game. I really look forward to solving that.
Charles is one of the most offensive jiu-jitsu practitioners I think the UFC's ever seen. His stats show it, right? Most submissions in UFC history, all these things he's done. But he's just so aggressive and so offensive with his jiu-jitsu and his stand-up. He's long, rangy. You know, his elbows, his knees. I think he's kind of rounded it all out and put it all together. He's a real mixed martial artist now. I think earlier, he was kind of finding himself. He's always been great at jiu-jitsu, but he's a dangerous opponent. I got you, man. One more question. What's up? I ain't wear these shoes for nothing. Who? Oh, Peyton Murphy. He's doing good. I got to work out with him a few times after this last fight. He had to go back up to Memphis and get back on chemo, so he's down a little bit right now, but we stay in touch with text every week. And guys like that are real fighters. I'm not just saying that shit to say it when I'm in the ring or when I talk to the media. Those guys wake up every day with no choice. You know, we don't have to do this. Those guys don't have a choice. So just to see a kid like that and meet him at the gym at 8 a.m., and go lift weights with him and see his mindset and his optimism about life is inspiring, man. It's beautiful. Yeah.
Guys, we look forward to December, man.
Hey, thank you, man. You're a champion.
That KO hot sauce.
I got some upstairs.
It's good.
It's hot.
Yeah.
It's hot.
Well, even the original's got good flavor.
Yeah, the original's great. Yeah. But that's the thing, though. That's not a white label product. We developed this.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
Legend. How you doing, man? Great to see you.
Good to see you.
Yes, sir.
Pick your fight, dude. I love it. Yeah.
You're the man.